It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Desmond King.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mills to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017. 3-time Pro Bowler as a Texan. And was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week. 3 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Texans at 4-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First down, Mills. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. From the 38, Mills. And he fires one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, good move. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This complete to David Bell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Watson off play action. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. A first down throw for Mills. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing, Mills. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Mills on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. from just shy of midfield. Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Taken down at the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They run again with Hunt. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 3. Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Texans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give running right is Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Watson on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mills to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing on third down, Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first and 10, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now, Mills. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mills throw completed to Mechie. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and short yardage. Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mills on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Mills on 3rd and 2. There again is Cooks, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Watson off play action. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A 1st down throw for Mills.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. They find some open field here. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
He gets it to Cooks. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st down, Mills.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A 29-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. One last shot from Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.